I'd like to call the Senate to order. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Barnett, Barrett, Blackman, Blackwell, Blunt, Boyd, Brennan, Bryan, Butt 36, Butler with 38, Carter, Kaufman, Chazanall, Chisholm, DeBar, Delano, England, Fillingane, Frazier, Harkins, Hickman, Hill, Hobson, Horn, Jackson, Johnson, Jordan, Kirby, McCon, McDaniel, McClendon, McMahon, Michelle, Moran, Norwood, Parker, Parks, Polk, Seymour, Simmons of the 12th, Simmons of the 13th, Sojourner, Spark, Suber, Tate, Thomas, Thompson, Turner, Ford, Whaley, Wiggins, Williams, Younger. Mr. President, a quorum is present.
Will the senators in the gallery please rise for the invocation? It will be given by my guest, Father Mike O'Brien, our favorite pastor from Sacred Heart Catholic Church in Canton, Mississippi, now formerly of St. Richard's Catholic Church in Jackson, Mississippi. Following the invocation by Father O'Brien, the Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Senator Moran. Father O'Brien.
Let us pray. Lord, we thank you for the gift of our freedom. We remember today in a special way the people of Ukraine, whose freedom is in great danger. We ask you, Lord, to bless this meeting today, meeting of the Senate. Send down your Holy Spirit to guide them. And may God give them the grace to listen to each other as they discuss and debate and discern the needs of all of our people in the state of Mississippi. Help them particularly to hear the voice of the poor, those who are struggling, and help us to find ways to lift them up and to help them to participate more fully in the many opportunities and blessings of this great state of Mississippi. Bless us, Lord, and guide us, and may your will be done through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Please join me in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's good the day before St. Patrick's Day to have a real Irish priest. So thank you, Father Mike. We are so glad to see you. Appreciate all your work in Mississippi over the years. Now the reading of the journal. Senator Polk, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the Senate dispense with the reading of the journal.
Senator moves to dispense with the reading of the journal. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Next, a message and petitions. Mr. Clerk.
Mr. President, there are none.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Committee reports. Senator Polk.
Mr. President, I move the Senate dispense with the reading of the committee reports.
Senator moves to dispense with the reading of the committee reports. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Next, to the reading of the titles of the bills and resolutions. Senator Polk, you're recognized.
Mr. President, I move the Senate dispense with the reading of the titles of the bills and resolutions.
Senator moves to dispense with the reading of the titles of the bills and the resolutions. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Thank you, Senator Polk. Now we'll move to introduction. Senator Jackson, you're recognized for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to call your attention to the Southwest Gallery. We have with us from Clarksville, Mississippi, Shirley Sadler, who's a retired teacher, and with her granddaughter, Mackenzie Newsom, who paced with us a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to ask them to stand and ask the Senator to give them a warm welcome.
Thank you, and welcome to your chamber. Everyone's settling there. Senator Branning, you're recognized for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. President. In the West Gallery, I have a large group of constituents from Leake County, from Standing Pine Baptist Church. If you will all stand up, we'd like to give you a warm welcome. They are accompanied today by Mr. Jim Armstrong. Mr. Jim, thank you for bringing them over. Good to have you.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Barrett, you're recognized for an introduction, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President. At the smokers table is my predecessor, Senator Sally Doty.
Welcome home, Senator. We're glad you're back. Senator England, you're recognized for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a few introductions this morning. In the North Gallery, we have with Ryan Miller, our good friend Ryan Miller, we have his family here. We have his daughters Shirley Kate and Gracie, and his wife Erin, and we also have Max, who is celebrating his 7th birthday today. Please help me make them welcome and wish Max a happy birthday. All right. Thank you, guys. So glad y'all are here. And in the South Gallery with our friend Manning McPhillips that we all work with a lot, he has his daughters here with him today. We have Caroline, Maury, and Virginia. So glad to have you guys here with us today as well. Help make them feel welcome.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Max. Happy birthday. All right, so other introductions. Seeing none, Senator Simmons.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I would like to request floor privilege for Braylon Rimmer and his family.
Seeing no objection, privileges are granted. With Sergeant at Arms, please escort our guests to the chamber floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Braylon Rimmer, and we're honoring him for writing his first book. Mr. President, would you please have the title read?
Mr. Clerk, please read the proclamation. One moment, please.
Lieutenant Governor C. Delbert Holzman Jr. is President of the Senate, and Senator Sarita Simmons extend the commendation of the Mississippi Senate to Braylon Rimmer, a young author of Cleveland, Mississippi, and extend our best wishes for future literary accomplishments. Now, therefore, Lieutenant Governor C. Delbert Holzman Jr., as President of the Senate, and Senator Sarita Simmons do hereby extend the commendation of the Mississippi Senate to Braylon Simmons, a young author of Cleveland, Mississippi, and extend our best wishes for future literary accomplishments. Signed this 14th day of February 2022. C. Delbert Holzman Jr., Lieutenant Governor, and Senator Sarita Simmons, District 13.
This morning I have the honor of recognizing a future young star. He's the author of his first published book, The Phoenix Sign, that's available for purchase on Amazon, just in case you all would like to purchase. His vivid imagination led him to write his first book, and I'm sure it will lead him to many more in the future. We all know the phrase, meet people where they are, and that's exactly what Braylon and his father has done. They take their love for books and reading to the park, and they share with local children. And they also donate books to the curious minds that are interested. This young man has a special gift, and is definitely an inspiration. Mr. President, I would like permission for Braylon and his father to address the Mississippi Senate.
Seeing no objection, Braylon, you're recognized to address the Mississippi State Senate.
Good morning. Thank you to Lieutenant Governor Holzman for bringing us before the Senate to acknowledge my work. Thanks to Senator Simmons for inviting us. Today is a day I won't ever forget. Again, thank you all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
To echo what my son Braylon said, we want to thank Lieutenant Governor Holzman and Sarita Simmons for this great opportunity. And what better day for my son to be recognized than on Wednesday? Because where we from, we spell Wednesday, Winsday. This is a Wednesday for my son Braylon, so we're so honored. Thank you guys so much for the recognition. And again, feel free to go on Amazon and Barnes & Noble to order the Phoenix Sun. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Senator. I think we want a picture there.
Thank you, Mr. President.
You're welcome, Senator. Okay, Senator McMahon, you're recognized.
Good morning. Mr. President, I would like to ask for unanimous consent for 4 privileges for Tommy Barnes and his travel companions.
Thank you. Privileges are granted. Will the Sergeant at Arms please escort the guests to the chamber floor?
Mr. President, I ask that the proclamation be read.
Mr. Clerk, please read the proclamation.
Lieutenant Governor C. Delbert Holzman Jr. is President of the Senate, and Senator Chad McMahon extend the recognition and congratulations to the Mississippi Senate to award-winning Nashville songwriter Tommy Barnes. Whereas that sometimes around the time frame, Tommy met a young man from Louisiana who would go on to become one of the biggest stars in the music industry, Tim McGraw. Tim was looking for songs to record in an effort to secure a recording contract. Tommy played Tim a few songs that evening, one that would become a gigantic hit a few years later and launched Tim as a megastar. Tim recorded 2 of Tommy's songs on a demo session to assist in getting a recording contract.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, it is really remarkable how much talent has come out of the state of Mississippi. I mean, it's almost embarrassing the amount of talent that has come from Mississippi in the arts. And today we're happy to recognize someone from Tupelo, Mississippi that has been a giant in the music industry. He has written many of your favorite songs. And I would like to introduce Mr. Tommy Barnes and ask that he be recognized to say a few words and sing us one of his original songs, Mr. President.
Tommy Barnes, you're recognized to speak and sing to the Mississippi State Senate.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank all of you for your warm welcome here this morning, and it's an honor to be here before you, and it's also an honor to be a native Mississippian, and thank y'all for having me. The main reason I'm here is because a few years ago, about 13 years ago, Mr. George Cumbus approached me at a writers' festival over in Alabama. They wanted to bring one to the state of Mississippi, and the main thing that I loved about it was nonprofit, and it was to bring and highlight Mississippi talent, and especially the young ones that are coming along, you know, and foster that. And so let's give him a big round of applause for everything they've done with the Mississippi Songwriter Festival, and also with the Mississippi Songwriter Performing Arts Center and the Hall of Fame deal. And I'm so blessed. You know, I left when I was in 3rd grade. And was raised just across the line in Alabama. In 1979, I joined the Air Force. When I got out, I moved to Nashville I actually went there to be a singer, but I loved writing so much, I decided to devote my time to being a writer. And I'm going to play a song. And one thing I want to say is, what I love about music is it touches everybody's life at some point, somewhere. You know, I've had friends that My Love was a big song for Little Texas. It was on a wedding compilation album. I can't tell you how many people tell me that was in their wedding. And I've had friends tell me they played a song of mine at a loved one's funeral. And some of the most intimate and personal times in our life, we turn to music. And thank you so much. I'm going to play a song called I've Had a Good Run, and this is kind of like my On the Way Out. Thank y'all so much, and thank you. God bless the great state of Mississippi. Goes like this. Well, I've held a lot of ladies, I've kissed a lot of babies, and I've loved a few good women in my time. Had my share of rambling, my fair share of gambling, been in and out of every state of mind. All in all, I can't complain. Had my fortune and my fame, I even hung a gold one on the wall. I've been lost and I've been found, I've been high and I've been down. Somewhere in between I've seen it all. 'Cause I've had a good run, I've had a good run. It's been good fun in the long run. When my time down here is done, my last trip around this old sun, I've had a good run. I've been a lot of places, seen a lot of faces. Most I remember, some I don't recall. I've seen dancers in the rain, hobos without a train, an emerald turned Auburn in the fall. I've had my share of lovers, had my share of brothers. I've had things that I still can't explain. I guess for all it's worth, my time down on this earth, the pleasure show up for pain. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate it. God bless the state of Mississippi.
If any other senators would like to come down and join us for this photo, we'll give you that opportunity.
I'll be down. I'm going to be off in just 1 second. I'm going to pass on. I'll be right. Chad will be right out.
So before I wrap it up, I'd like to say a lot of people like to go around claiming they're from Tupelo, Mississippi, but me and Tommy and this other fellow named Elvis, we really were. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator McMahon. And thank you, Tommy. I'll be right down in a moment. On that very positive note, we'll go to Senator Whaley.
For an introduction, please.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. In the South Gallery, we have a group from the Small Business Development Center. I'd like to name a few of them if they would stand. Ms. Sharon Nichols, the State Director. My friend, Ms. Judy Forrester, the Associate State Director. And also we have Mr. Ricky Jones and Mr. Mike Davis. So would the Senate please make them feel welcome?
Okay, Senator Turner, you're recognized for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. President. In the North Gallery, visiting with us today is Miss Lisa Wilson and her granddaughter, Mariah. Please wave to us. Senate, please make them welcome.
Welcome. Senator Norwood, you're recognized for an introduction, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President. I wanted two things I want to recognize. Pastor Wayne, he's gone. We work out together. He and his wife, they're part of a prayer team that's here this morning, but I think they've gone out. I just wanted the Senate to make them welcome. And, Mr. President, I'd like to request or excuse absentee for my deskmate, Senator Simmons, who's unable to be with us today.
Seeing no objection, granted. Senator Blunt, introduction.
Introduction, Mr. President.
Please proceed.
Thank you. On behalf of the entire Education Committee, I would like the Senate to make welcome in the West and North Gallery many of our fine teachers from all across the state. They're wearing red. They represent the Mississippi Association of Educators, and they are here to support us in our efforts to make history for teachers this session. Let's make them welcome.
Thank you. They have a few days off, but they never have a real spring break. They work year-round, and thank you very much. We appreciate you. Okay, other introductions. All right, we're going to move to the calendar. Senator Michelle.
Senator McConnell, for what reason do you rise?
Mr. President, for an introduction of a resolution out of order.
You're recognized. Mr. Clerk, please read the title.
A concurrent resolution suspending deadlines and other provisions imposed by Joint Rule Number 40 and for the passage of the drafting, introduction, consideration, and passage of a bill entitled An Act to Codify Article 3, Section 17A of the Mississippi Constitution and the Mississippi Code of 1972. To provide that no property acquired by the exercise of the power of eminent domain under the laws of the state of Mississippi shall, for a period of 10 years after its acquisition, be transferred or any interest therein transferred to any person, non-governmental entity, public-private partnership, corporation, or other business entity, to provide certain exceptions and for related purposes.
Thank you, Senator McConnell. Okay, we go to the calendar, rules calendar. Senator Kirby, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to call up, I'm going to call up a few one-on-one here and one at a time, and then I'm going to take some in block. I would like to call up item number 1, Senate Concurrent Resolution number 548, and ask title be read.
Mr. Clerk, please read the title.
Senate Concurrent Resolution number 548, mourn the passing and performance of Senator George Smith of Wiggins, Mississippi, and commend his public and charitable service.
Make the usual motion. Make the usual motion.
Senator makes the usual motion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Senator Kirby, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, one of our friends, George Smith from Wiggins, was just a great guy. To give you a little background on George, I think he was first a House member and then a senator. Then he was the Secretary of the Senate for a while. And then after that, worked for the Department of Transportation as their liaison person for the Department of Transportation to the legislature. George was a friend of mine, a friend of a lot of you. He's a great guy, very deserving of us recognizing him. And so saying that, Mr. President, I ask use of morning roll call for final passage.
Okay, the Senator requests the use of the morning roll call for final passage. Does anyone object to this procedure? Does anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please record all present on the morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Kirby, recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item number 2, 551. Again, this is a former representative.
Senator Kirby, we need to read the title.
I'm sorry, read
Mr. Clerk, please read the title.
Senate Concurrent Resolution number 551, mourn the passing of former Representative Senator Del Furness of Rena, Lar, Mississippi, and commend his public and charitable service.
Senator Kirby?
Usual motion, Mr. President.
Okay, the senator makes the usual motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Senator, you're recognized.
Now, thank you, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, we have to recognize, and very deservingly so, Senator Dilma Furness. Senator Furness was in the legislature for several years. He, again, was a House member and then a senator. Was liked by all. We always enjoyed being with him. He did a good job while he was here, and I move that we adopt SCR 551 by use of the morning roll call.
Senator Kirby requests the use of the morning roll call for final passage. Does anyone object to this procedure? Does anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please record all present on the morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Kirby, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Go to item number 3, Senate nomination number 72, and ask the title be read.
Mr. Clerk, please read the title.
Senate nomination number 72, Michael Barry Nelson, Madison, Mississippi, Mississippi Commission on the Status of Women, representing an at-large appointment, 4-year term beginning November 29, 2021, and ending June 30, 2025.
Make the usual motion, Mr.
Senator
President.
Kirby, you're recognized to explain the nominations, number 72.
That's right. Thank you, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, Barry Nelson has been appointed, as you can see, by the governor for a 4-year term for the status of women. A lot of you know her. She used to work for the Senate as well. I move that we do advise and consent by the use of the morning roll call.
Okay, the senator requests the use of the morning roll call for advice and consent. Does anyone object to this procedure? Does anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present on the morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Kirby, you're recognized for item 4.
Thank you, Mr. President. Call up item number 4, Senate nomination number 79. Ask the title be read.
Mr. Clerk, please read the title.
Ann Hall Brashear, Ridgeland, Mississippi, Mississippi Commission on the Status of Women, representing an at-large appointment, remainder of a 4-year term beginning November 29, 2021, and ending June 30, 2023.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate nomination number 79, Ann Hall, as everyone knows her around here, who's been around for a long time. A lot of you have done business with her through the governor's office. She's very deserving, been appointed by the governor, and she's been appointed for also a 4-year term for status of women. As for that we do advise and consent by use of morning roll call.
Senator requests the use of the morning roll call for final passage. Does anyone object to this procedure? Does anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please record all present on the morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Kirby, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Call up item number 5, Senate Concurrent Resolution number 546. As title be read.
Mr. Clerk, please read the title.
Senate Concurrent Resolution number 546, encouraging further economic activity between Mississippi and Taiwan.
Senator Kirby, you're recognized.
Make the usual motion, Mr. President.
Senator makes the usual motion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Senator, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, Taiwan has been our friend for years. We pass this bill every year just about since I've been here. If there are no questions, I ask you this morning roll call for final passage.
Senator requests the use of the morning roll call for final passage. Does anyone object to this procedure? Does anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please record all present on the morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Kirby, you're recognized for item 6.
Thank you, Mr. President. Call up item 6, Senate Concurrent Resolution number 563, and ask the title be read.
Mr. Clerk, please read the title.
Senate Concurrent Resolution number 563, condemn the invasion of Ukraine and sever all connections with the Russian Federation.
Mr. Kirby, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. As Taiwan has been our friend, Russia has not. And so...
Mr. Kirby, want to make the usual motion?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I did. Make the usual motion.
Okay. Senator makes the usual motion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Are any opposed? Okay, recognized. Explain the bill.
Thank you, Mr. President. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, as Taiwan, the one before, has been our friend, Russia has not, especially lately. All of you are aware of what's going on in the Ukraine. This is a very good bill that came out, and it basically, as the title says, we're asking that we sever any relationship with Russia. You'll see it in the bill where it's asking, let me find it real quick, because of Russia's invasion of the Ukraine, this is a policy that we're trying to set in the policy of the Mississippi State Legislature is to sever all economic, financial, and other connections and refrain from engaging in future economic, financial, and other connections with the Russian Federation. And that's not just the state. We're also asking that the counties, as well as the cities and other state agencies, refrain from doing business with them. And that anything, also in the bill says anything that we have in storage will not be used. So as an example, the alcohol that we may have in ABC will not be given out. So if there are any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. If not, I'll yield for an amendment. At this time, I think Senator Bryan has an amendment.
Senator Bryan, you're recognized for an amendment.
Mr. President, I'd like to speak on final passage. But I move adoption of the amendment, which is a technical amendment. It just says that the resolution will be forwarded, among others, to the ambassador to the United States from Ukraine.
Are there any questions on the amendment? Senator Jordan, you have a question?
Yes, I have. I just wanted to become co-author of that resolution whenever we get an opportunity to.
All right, we've had others suggest to be co-authors, so I'll ask you to take your sheet, and any of these that you'd like to co-author, please circle them and put your name on it and turn it into the clerk, because we've got quite a few more. We certainly don't want to take the time on every one of these to do that. So, all right, any additional questions? Right. Any other questions on the amendment? Okay, Senator Bryan moves adoption of the amendment. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, that amendment will be adopted. Senator Kirby? I believe Senator Bryan wants to speak on final passage, and then we'll recognize you to close. Senator Bryan, you're recognized.
The events in Ukraine are a tragedy for so many reasons. I don't mean to disagree with the Chairman of Rules. The Chairman of Rules said Russia has not been our friend. I think I have a disagreement about the tense of the verb, because there was a time in the 1990s when I would say we did have friendly relations with Russia, and certainly with the Russian people. I remember being in the National Air and Space Museum, and in that museum, was a rocket, or a missile, whatever term I'm supposed to use, looked like a rocket to me, from the former Soviet Union. The rocket previously had been pointed at the United States. It had been dismantled, the warheads removed. It was in a museum. I remember being in Tupelo. I went up to Tupelo. I was invited to go see a group of people from Russia who were touring the United States. I didn't speak fluent English, and I, of course, spoke no Russian of any caliber. But we managed to communicate. It's a wonderful evening. One of the individuals was a poet and gave me a very small book of poems that he had published. And so we had a moment when we thought much of the things in the past were in the past. And there was the moment where we were becoming friends. Because frankly, the people of the United States and the people of Russia actually do want to be friends with each other. All around the world, people want to be friends with other people. But the great, great tragedy of what happened in Russia is that a madman has come to run the nation. And that through the devices that despots use, He's limited information to his people. He controls what they hear. I don't know if we should use the term brainwashed or not, but they don't know what's going on in Ukraine. You can tell that by the number of soldiers from Ukraine who, when they find out where they are and why they are there and what the circumstances is on the ground, just quit. We all support the people of Ukraine, and the entire world understands what they're doing by resisting. They are an inspiration for all of us in so many other areas. They wound up next door to a bully who tried to bully them, tell them what to do, and they didn't get bullied. They hit back. Lots of bullies have a glass jaw. Maybe this one does too. We don't know how this is going to end. But there's certainly never been anything like this in my lifetime. And I don't think any of us should underestimate the gravity of the events in Ukraine. And I don't think any of us should underestimate the willingness of the people of Ukraine to fight back against the bully with everything they've got, and they're an inspiration to the world. I'm glad we're passing this resolution. I've been wondering what we could do to show solidarity with the people of Ukraine. And I don't know what that is, but maybe this will help. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Bryan. Senator Kirby, you're recognized to close and for final adoption.
Thank you, Mr. President. It saddens me to have to do this bill at all, but it's a bill I feel is very necessary. If no questions asked for use this morning, roll call for final passage.
Senator requests the use of the morning roll call for final passage. Does anyone object to this procedure? Does anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please record all present on the morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Kirby, item 7.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to suspend the rules, take up items 7 through 33 en bloc with no objection, and ask the title to be read.
Okay. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Does anyone wish to set one of those aside? Okay. Mr. Clerk, please read the titles.
Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 561, commend Simpson Academy Cougars boys basketball team for winning 5A state championship. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 562, designate April 2022 as the month of the military child and April 20th as Purple Up for Military Kids Day in Mississippi. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 564, recognize 30th anniversary celebration of Parents for Public Schools, PPS. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 565, commend Jackson Prep Patriots boys basketball team for winning MAIS state championship. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 566, commend Dean of Mississippi College School of Law, Patricia Bennett, on retirement. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 567, commend Leap Academy Lady Rebels girls basketball team for winning MAIS 5A state championship. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 568, recognize legacy of Dr. James Oliver, MD, as the first African American to graduate from University of Mississippi School of Medicine. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 569, commend Meridian High School Lady Wildcats girls basketball team for winning first state championship in school history. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 570, commend Jackson Prep Lady Patriots girls basketball team for winning MAIS overall state championship. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 571, commend Northwest Rankin Lady Cougars girls soccer team for Class 6A state championship. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 572, commend Biggersville girls and boys basketball teams and Coach Cliff Little for 2 state championships on same day. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 573, commend Lake High School Lady Hornets girls basketball team and Coach Maurice Bowie for winning the MHSAA 2A state championship. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 574, commend Choctaw Central Lady Warriors basketball team for winning Class 4A state championship. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 575, commend Clinton High School Arrows boys basketball team for consecutive 6A state championship. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 576, commend CCC women's basketball coach Stephanie Murphy as MACCC Coach of the Year. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 577, commend Raymond High School Rangers boys basketball team for winning 4A state championship. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 578, commend Northwest Community College cheer team for national titles. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 579, declare that March 21st, 2022 is World Down Syndrome Day in Mississippi. Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 580, commend Northwest Community College football team for consecutive state championship. Senate Resolution Number 37, recognize the Iberville Chief of Police Wayne H. Payne for his law enforcement service and retirement. Senate Resolution Number 38, paying tribute to the life and legacy of Dr. Gustavus Adolphus Sonny Rush III. House Concurrent Resolution Number 54, Raleigh High School Lions football team commend upon winning South State MHSAA Class 3A championship. House Concurrent Resolution Number 55, former Representative Michael Weston Janus commend laudable career and public service of upon his passing. House Concurrent Resolution Number 57, Ole Miss Rebels all-girl cheerleading team commend team and coaching staff on winning 2022 UCA Division 1A. House Concurrent Resolution Number 58, commend Colonel Stanley A. Martin, commend service upon retirement. House Concurrent Resolution Number 59, Roger Big John Earl Robinson, mourn loss and commemorate life and service of upon his passing. House Concurrent Resolution Number 60, Simpson Academy Cougars boys basketball team commend for winning the MHSAA Class 5A state championship.
Senator Kirby, you're recognized.
Make your usual motion, Mr. President.
Senator makes you use your motion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Senator, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. We're starting out a very unusual day today. I mean, we're starting out with a happy song and everyone feeling good to the passing of two senators that we've already done here, talking about what great people they were, and then to happy again to confirmations, and then sad again talking about Ukraine. All of this is a lot of emotion for us in one day. And now to commend all of these people and all of these schools that have done wonderful things, and all very deserving. So if there's no one wishes to set one aside, and at this point then, Mr. President, I ask for use of the morning roll call for final passage.
Okay, the Senator requests use of the morning roll call for final passage of items 7 through 33. Does anyone object to this procedure? Does anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please record all of the morning roll call as voting aye. Senator McMahon, you have recognized for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. President. In the South Gallery, I would like to ask John Michael Marlin and Jeremy Martin to stand from Lee County, Mississippi. They're here visiting their state capital. I ask the Senate to give them a big warm welcome.
Senator Johnson, you're recognized for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. President. If you'll make your attention to the North Gallery, we have students from the Mississippi Youth Challenge Program. They are led by Lieutenant Colonel John Stringer. If you would, please help me make them welcome.
Senator Fillingame, for what reason do you rise?
For an introduction, Mr. President.
You're recognized.
Thank you. In the South Gallery, a former House member and current Workers' Comp Commissioner Mark Formby and his son Eli Formby are visiting with us. I believe Eli's paging for the House. Please make them welcome.
You need an immediate release. Senator Kirby.
Mr. President, if I may, while I'm thinking about it before I start presiding, I'd like to call a Rules Committee meeting today at 1:30 in room 307, Pro Tem's office.
Okay. Okay, we're on the local and private calendar. Senator McMahon. Item 34.
item 34 on the day's calendar and ask the title be read.
Mr. Clerk, please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2993, City of Starkville, extend repeal date on economic development, tourism, convention tax on restaurant sales.
Usual motion.
Senator makes the usual motion. All in favor, please say aye. Are there any opposed? Senator, you're recognized.
This is just the City of Starkville. It's just to extend a repeal date for their tourism and convention tax on restaurant sales. That's all it does. Just ask for passage on the morning roll call.
Are there any questions? Senator requests use of the morning roll call for final passage. Does anyone object to this procedure? Does anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Okay. Please record Senator Sojourner, Senator Chisholm, Senator McDaniel is voting no. Are there any others that wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all others present on the morning roll call as voting aye. Senator McMahon, you're recognized for item 35.
Call off item 35 on the day's calendar and ask the title be read.
Mr. Clerk, please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2998, Town of Sardis, extend repeal date on restaurant, hotel, and motel tax for tourism.
Make the usual motion.
Senator makes the usual motion. All in favor, please say aye. Are there any opposed? Senator McMahon, you're recognized.
We have a committee sub before us in lieu of the original bill. So the last year, Sardis lost their tax, their local option tax, because of some actions of some House of Representatives. So this year they're trying to bring it back. And the only way I would do it was to allow the people to vote on the tax again. So I'm asking for adoption of the committee sub.
Okay, the motion is we adopt the committee substitute in lieu of the general bill. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Okay, Senator McMahon, you're recognized for final passage.
So what this does is it's our normal language. It's exactly what it did before, but they just have to have a new referendum so the people can vote to pass it. If there aren't any questions, I move for passage on the morning roll call.
Are there any questions? Okay, Senator requests the use of the morning roll call for final passage. Does anyone object to this procedure? Does anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Senator McDaniel wishes to be recorded as voting present. Senator Sojourner, present. Senator Chisholm, present. Seeing no one else, please record all present on the morning roll call as voting aye. Senator McMahon, you're recognized for item 36.
Look, to be respectful of the body's time, I would like to take up items 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40 in block because all they do is extend the repeal date. I would like to take those up in block and ask the titles be read.
Okay. Does anyone wish to set one of those aside? All in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Okay. Mr. Clerk, please read the titles.
Senate Bill number 3181, City of Grenada, extend repeal on tourism tax. Senate Bill number 3200, Washington County, extend the repeal date on the hotel and motel tax supporting a sports complex. House Bill number 1525, City of Richland, extend repeal on bar and restaurant tourism tax. House Bill number 1526, City of Richland, extend date of repeal on hotel, motel tourism tax. House Bill number 1547, City of Starkville, extend repeal date on economic development, tourism, convention tax.
Make the usual motion.
Okay. Senator makes the usual motion. All in favor say aye. Are there any opposed? Senator, you're recognized. Explain the bills.
These are just extended to a repeal date. If there aren't any questions, I move for passage on the morning roll call.
Okay. Seeing no questions, the Senator requests the use of the morning roll call for final passage. Does anyone object to this procedure? Does anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? No or present? Okay. Senator McDaniel, voting no. Senator Chisholm, no. Senator Sojourner, no. Seeing no one else, please record all present on the morning roll call as voting aye. Senator McMahon, item 41.
I call up item 41 on today's calendar and ask the title be read.
Mr. Clerk, please read the title.
Bill number 1549, City of Charleston, authorize expenditure for asphalt to be used on certain county roads damaged due to needed city sewer repairs.
Make the usual motion.
Senator makes the usual motion. All in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Senator McMahon, you're recognized.
We're on the bill. So what this bill does, the City of Charleston operates a municipal water and sewer, and it, like a lot of cities, it goes outside of the city limits. for up to a mile, and so they need to make some repairs to the sewer system. And this will authorize the city to reimburse the county $50,000 to make a repair to the road that they've got to dig up. That's all it does. It's a simple bill. It's one page. It does exactly what it says it does. If there aren't any questions, I move for passage on the morning roll call.
Seeing no questions, Senator requests the use of the morning roll call for final passage. Does anyone object to this procedure? Does anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please record all present on the morning roll call as voting aye.
I'd like to take up item 42 on the day's calendar.
Okay. Mr. Clerk, please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3001, City of Bay St. Louis, authorize election for 3% tax on hotels and motels to promote tourism.
My motion is to table the motion to reconsider.
Senator moves to table the motion to reconsider. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Ayes have it. Item 43, 4, 45, 6, or 7. Anyone on for concurrence and non-concurrence? We'll move on. No one on any page for concurrence and non-concurrence. Hold on. Next we go. All right, tell what item, Senator?
We good to go?
I'm ready. What item, Senator?
Go to item 43, Senate Bill
43.
2769, and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2769, ad valorem tax, exempt property owned by the University Foundation.
My motion is we can move to concur and be recognized to explain.
Make your usual motion. Did we make a usual motion? All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. Then for concurrence,
My motion is to concur and I'm recognized to explain the amendment, the changes from the bill as it left the Senate. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the bill that dealt with university foundations owning land, and a lot of the communities across the state do exempt ad valorem tax, but it just puts it in statute that they will. But the House added federally, FQHCs to the list. So historically, counties have used paragraph F of section 2731.1 as the basis for exempting the real and personal property of qualified community health centers from ad valorem taxes. This has been widely accepted, and most counties have exempted them without question, but there's been one county that said that it was not clear in statute if they were exempt or not. So basically, we're just making sure that this amendment clarifies that qualified community health centers are in fact exempt from ad valorem taxes. They are nonprofit 501c3 entities providing primary health care in our state for uninsured or medically indigent patients and insured populations, indigent patients and insured populations. They accept all patients that come in the door, no matter what the patient's insurance status is or ability to pay. And the amendment to the original language is on line 82, where it just says all property, real or personal, belonging to a federally qualified health center where all the income from such center is used entirely for the purpose thereof and no part of the same for profit. They will be exempt. So that was the change, and we're fine with the change and move to concur.
motion is to concur.
On the morning roll call.
Any questions? Senator Horn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator, do you yield?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to make sure I understand what we're doing here. So any FQHC that has property anywhere in the state, that property, both the land and the real property are exempt from taxation?
From ad valorem, yes.
Okay. All right. And as it relates to foundation-owned land, that's for any college or university, any community college is also exempt from both the ad valorem on the land and the real property?
Correct.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Horn. Any other questions? Motion is that what was the motion, Senator?
Motion we concur on the morning roll call.
Motion is concur by use of morning roll call. Anyone object? No one objects to that procedure. Use the morning roll call. Please record. All in favor say aye. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? I'm going crazy here. Seeing none, please record all present by use of morning roll call as voting aye. Now, Senator McDaniel, you wish to be recognized?
Resolution out of order, Mr. President.
Please bring it forward. Please read the resolution. Read the resolution.
Concurrent resolution suspending the deadlines for the purpose of requesting the drafting, introduction, consideration, and passage of a bill entitled An Act to Codify Article 3, Section 17A of the Mississippi Constitution and the Mississippi Code of 1972, to enact the Mississippi Stop Eminent Domain Abuse Act, to provide that no property acquired by the exercise of the power of eminent domain under the laws of the state of Mississippi shall, for a period of 10 years after its acquisition, be transferred or any interest therefore in transferred to any person, non-governmental entity, public-private partnership, corporation, or other business entity, to provide certain exceptions and for related purposes.
Okay, we'll go to the next item, item 44, pass and retain, 45. 45. Senator Hobson, you're recognized, item 45.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ask that the title be read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2120, Department of Public Safety, revised salaries of officers.
The usual motion is not necessary,
Okay,
so.
I move that we do not concur but invite conference.
Senator moves that we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. Conference is invited. 46, Senator Whaley. 46, okay.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item number 46, called up. Have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2505, hunting and fishing license, allow inclusion of organ donor registration.
Senator Whaley.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would move that we do not concur and invite conference.
Senator Whaley moves that we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed no. Conference is invited.
Mr.
Senator
President,
Whaley.
I'd like to go to item number 47, called up, and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2506, bow hunting, establish a 3-day season, the last weekend between September 10th and 20th for legal bucks.
Senator Whaley.
Thank you, Mr. President. Same motion as before. I would move that we do not concur and invite conference.
Senator moves we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. Item 48, Judd B. Passed and Judd B. A big pardon? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. It is corrections. Passed and retained, Senator. Okay. 49, Senator Michelle, pass and retain. Item 50, insurance, pass and retain that item. Finance.
Mr. President, I'd like to skip item 51 and have it retain its place on the calendar and go to item 52, Senate Bill number 2772, and have the title read.
All right, well, item 51 will retain its place on the calendar. We'll go to item 52, Senate Bill 2772, and ask title be read.
Senate Bill number 2772, State Small Business Credit Initiative, update citations to federal law.
Senator Harkins.
My motion is we do not concur and invite conference.
All right. Senator moves that we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed no. The ayes have it. Item 53, Public Health. Pass and retain. Item 54, County Affairs. Pass and retain. Go to item 55 on page 6. Anyone going to pass and retain that item on 56? Go to item 57. I'm sorry, that was 55, 56. Oh, you want to go 55? We'll go back to item 55, Senate Bill 2010, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item 55, called up and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2010, hunting, allow air guns, air bows, and pre-charged pneumatic weapons and authorize special seasons for CWD sample collection.
Senator Whaley.
I would move that we do not concur and we invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. Well, now we'll go to 56. Senator Younger.
I'd like to call it up and have it read, please.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2029, laws that provide for camps for 4-H club and that provide for the maintenance of herds at state institutions repeal.
Senator Younger.
I move that we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur and invite conference on item 56. All in favor say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. Conference is invited. Number 57, corrections, pass and retain. 58 also pass and retain. And go to 59, insurance, pass and retain. Let's see, number 60, public health. Public health pass and retain, Senator Bryan. All right, let's see, item 61, 24, Senate Bill 2437, correction, Senator, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. A motion, Mr. President, to suspend the rules and take up the Corrections Committee concurrent items in block. Items number 61, 65, 74, and number 80 on today's calendar.
74. All right, with no objection, the Senator has requested we take up items 61, 65, 74, and what was the other?
80.
80 in block. Anyone object to that procedure? Senator, you're recognized. No objection.
Can you please read the title, Mr. President?
Please read the titles.
Senate Bill number 2437, pilot work initiative, authorize the establishment of at CMCF. Senate Bill number 2600, recidivism, create study committee to review means to reduce through support, supervision, and skills attainment. Senate Bill number 2273, probation and parole, authorize an offender's employee to submit regular information in lieu of meetings. Senate Bill number 2275, pilot work release program, extend repealer.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that we not concur and invite conference.
No objection. Seeing no objection, none set aside. Those items move that we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. Senator.
Thank you.
All right, go to 62, insurance, Senator Michelle. Pass and retain is placed on the calendar. 63, agriculture.
Have the title read, please.
Senator Younger. Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2479, Mississippi Grain Warehouse and Grain Dealers Licensure Law, revise and combine into grain handler license.
Senator Younger.
I move we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. Item 64. Senator Delano.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go ahead and call it up and have the title read, please.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2530, Department of Information Technology required to report ransomware incidents and revise provisions related thereto.
Senator Delano.
Mr. President, I move that we do not concur and we invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur and invite conference. Any questions? Seeing none. All in favor say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. We have invited conference. Go to item 66.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item number 66 and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2649, Mississippi National Guard retired list, clarify placement of federally recognized officers or men on.
Mr. President, I move that we do not concur and invite conference.
Senator moves that we do not concur and invite conference. Any questions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. All opposed, no. Conference invited. Item 67.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to call up items 67, 103, 104, 105 in block, please, and ask the title be read.
If you would give me, well, please read the titles if you've got all those numbers. Would you repeat those numbers again, a little slower?
67, 103, 104, and 105.
67, 103, 104, and 105. Please read the titles.
Senate Bill number 2698, Institutions of Higher Learning, authorized to negotiate long-term lease of property administered by State Port Authority.
Senator Parks.
Motion is we do not concur, invite conference.
What? I'm sorry, I thought he'd read all the titles, but he had not.
Senate Bill number 2893, Jackson State University authorized public-private partnership to develop property owned by foundation. Senate Bill number 2690, Mississippi Intercollegiate Athletics Compensation Act and the Mississippi Uniform Agents Act, bring forward sections. Senate Bill number 2700, University Construction Projects and State and Repeal on authority of IHL Board to administer.
Okay, Senator moves that we take these up in block. Does it hear any objections? All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. Does anyone wish to set one aside? Seeing none, Senator, you're recognized.
Motion is we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. All right, we'll go to 68, Public Health. Senator Bryan, you wish to pass and retain. Finance Committee, Senator Harkins. Item number 69. Pass and retain. Go to item number 70. Senator Younger.
Call up item 70 and have the title read, please.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2070, Mississippi Farms and Families Program Create.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item 73, Senate Bill 2223, and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2223, Distinctive Motor Vehicle License Tag authorized for 2021 National Championship Bulldogs.
Senator Harkins.
My motion is we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is, any questions? Seeing no questions, the motion is that we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Bill will be sent to conference. Item 75, Senator Michelle, pass and retain. We'll go to item number 76, environmental. Senator McDaniel will pass that one and retain his place on the calendar. 77, highways and transportation, Senator Branning.
Thank you, Mr. President. My motion will be that we suspend the rules for the immediate consideration of items 77, 87, and 89 in block, please.
77, 87, and what was the last one?
89.
89. Senator moves that we take these up in block. Any objection to that? Anyone wish to set one aside? So all in favor of taking them in block, say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Senator Branning.
Thank you, Mr. President. I now move that we do not concur and invite conference on all three items, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, we need to read the titles
be read,
first.
please.
Senate Bill number 2508, Personal Delivery Devices Regulate. Senate Bill number 2507, Mississippi Transportation Commission repayments to a public entity that advanced funds may not include interest or other fees. Senate Bill number 2517, Commercial Motor Vehicles Authorized Voluntary Inspection Program.
Senator Branning.
I now move that we do not concur and invite conference on all items, please.
Senator Branning moves that we do not concur and invite conference on items 77, 87, and 89. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. We have invited conference. So we'll go to item 78, Senator Michelle, pass and retain. 79, Ports and Marines, Senator Moran, pass and retain. Corrections. We will pass and retain. It's placed on the calendar. We've already done 81, 82 corrections, pass and retained. 83, pass and retained. It's placed on the calendar. 84 and 85 will pass and retain their place on the calendar. 86, Ports and Marines, Senator Moran, pass and retain. We'll pass and retain those items on the calendar. 88, Ports and Marines, Senator Moran, you'd like to pass that item and retain its place on the calendar, okay? We've done 89, number 90, Senate Bill number 2515, Forestry, Senator McCon.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would call Senate Bill 2519 and ask the title be read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2519, Motor Vehicle Loads, clarify provisions regarding illumination for loads extending beyond rear vehicle.
Senator McCon.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would move that we do not concur and invite conference.
Senator moves that we do not concur and invite conference. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Ayes have it. We go to 91, Senator Harkins.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to skip item 91, have it retain its place on the calendar, go to item 92, Senate Bill number 2773, and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2773, Income Tax, extend repeal on credit for certain costs paid by a company in relocating national and regional headquarters to the state.
Senator Harkins. 92, 2773.
Sorry, Mr. President, I need to take up item 91, 2770. I'm going to skip 92.
Okay. We'll back up and start over then. 91, 2770, and ask the title be read.
Okay. Senate Bill number 2770, Income Tax, extend repeal on job tax credit for certain water transportation enterprises.
My motion is we do not concur and invite conference.
Are there any questions? Senator moves that we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. Ayes have it. Conference has been invited. Item number 92, you wish to pass and retain. 93, appropriations.
I'd like to
Senator Hobson.
skip 93 and go to item 94, skip 93 and 94, go to item 95 on the calendar, have the title read.
Call up item 95, Senate Bill 2781, ask title be read, please.
Senate Bill number 2781, appropriations, make various corrections to fiscal year 2022 appropriated bills.
Move that we do not concur but invite conference.
Motion is that we do not concur and invite conference. Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor of inviting conference say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Conference has been invited. Number 96. Who does? Before we go to that one, Senator Williams.
Introduction out of order, Mr.
You're
President.
recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. If you'd join me in welcoming Mr. Thomas Gregory, the Executive Director of the Mississippi Main Street Association. Let's give him a warm Senate welcome. He's in the South Gallery. Glad to have you here, sir.
Welcome to your Senate. All right. Senator Hobson. On 90, which items do 90? Pass and retain their place on the calendar, 96 and 97. 98 is accountability. Senator Polk is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to call up 98 and 99 at the same time.
Senator wishes to call up 97 and 99 in block.
98 and 99.
98 and 99, 97, 98, and 99 en bloc. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to set one aside? So all in favor of en bloc, say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Senator vote.
Mr. President, I ask that the titles to number 98 and 99 be read.
Just 98 and 99?
97 was not included in the,
Oh, I'm sorry, it's appropriation, 98 and 99. I'm sorry, look at it wrong. Please read the titles.
Senate Bill number 2803, Sheriff's Increase Annual Salaries of. Senate Bill number 2810, State Employees Provide the Terms and Conditions for State Employees to Engage in Telework.
Senator Pope.
my motion is to not concur and invite conference.
Are there any questions? Seeing none, the motion is we do not concur, but invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. Conference has been invited on those two items. We'll go to item number 100, Finance. Finance, Senator Harkins.
I'd like to go to item 100, Senate Bill 2831, and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2831, Taxation of Remote and Internet-Based Computer Software Products and Services, clarify.
My motion is we do concur and be recognized to explain the House changes.
You're recognized to explain.
In the House, they essentially made this bill that we talked about on the taxation study committee. It made a study committee out of it, and the study committee will consist of the Commissioner of the Department of Revenue, Chief Executive Officer, Mississippi Association of Realtors, or designee, Executive Director of Business and Industry Political Education Committee, his or her designee, the President of the Mississippi Manufacturers Association, his or her designee, and the President of the Mississippi Bankers Association, his or her designee, and they will report back to the legislature with a report, and the study commission shall be disbanded. That's an explanation of the changes of what the bill does, and so it's just a study committee to look into further into this this issue that we discussed before. So that's an explanation of the bill. It's just a study committee.
I see. Are there any questions? Senator Harkins moves that we do concur on item 100, Senate Bill number 2831. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
I'm sorry, please, yeah. Please concur by use of morning roll call. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Please record all present by use of morning roll call as voting aye. Now, Senator Harkins.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to skip item 101 and have it retain its place on the calendar and go to item 102, Senate Bill number 2844.
Pass and retain items 101, Senate Bill number 2841, go to 102, Senate Bill 2844, and ask the title be read.
Senate Bill number 2844, Alcoholic Beverages Control Division, authorized construction of new warehouse and contracting for operations.
Senator Harkins.
My motion is we do not concur and invite conference.
Are there any questions? Senator moves we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. And that bill will go to conference. We have already done 103, 104, 105, so we'll go down to 106, Public Health. Pass and retain. Go to Finance.
I'd like to go to item 107, Senate Bill 2747, have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2747, Mississippi Native Spirit Law, correct privilege license tax amount to conform with section 2771 5D.
My motion is we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Senator Harkins.
I'd like to skip item 108 and have it retain its place on the calendar.
Skip 108 and retain its place on the calendar. We'll go to 109, Senator Fillingane.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to call up items 109 and 117 together, if I could, and have their titles read.
Senator, ask that we take up 109 and 117 en bloc. Anyone object to this procedure? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it. No one wishes to set one aside. So, Senator, you recognize for 109.
Thank you. If you want to read the titles, Mr. President, of those two.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2263, adult adoption, authorize chancellor to waive procedural requirements. Senate Bill number 2536, offender registry, create registry of individuals whose crimes involve public funds.
Thank you, Mr. President. The motion on both is that we do not concur but invite conference.
Motion is that we do not concur but invite conference on items 109 and 117. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. The bills will go to conference. Next item is 110, elections. Senator Tate.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to call up item 110, ask the title be read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2306, campaign finance reports, amend provisions relating to.
Senator Tate.
My motion is that we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Conference has been invited.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item number 111 and ask the title be read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2358, candidates filing fees, authorized parties to determine.
Senator Tate.
Yes, sir. My motion is that we do not concur but invite conference.
Are there any questions? Seeing no questions, the motion is do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it. We'll go to 112, Senator Polk. Pass and retain. 113, Education, Senator DeBar.
Thank you, Mr. President. My motion is to suspend the rules to take up items 113, 114, 115, 121, and 127 in block.
113, 114, 115, 121.
And 127.
And 127 and block. Does anyone object to this procedure? Does anyone wish to set one aside? Seeing none, Senator, you're recognized to, well, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Now, Senator DeBar.
Thank you, Mr. President. These are all bills that we passed earlier this session. The House inserted reverse repealers. And so my motion is to do not concur. Are we the title?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of waiting for you to get through with that one. Then we're going to do it. Yeah, please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2422, teacher procurement cards, revised deadlines to ensure teachers receive no later than September 1st of each year. Senate Bill number 2423, teacher's license, allows supplemental endorsement and revised provisions of issuance. Senate Bill number 2430, state aid for construction of school facilities, bring forward sections relating to. Senate Bill number 2887, school boards allowed to purchase electric vehicles for student transportation. Senate Bill number 2424, school district employee payroll, allow monthly or bi-monthly payments.
Senator DeBar.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now my motion is that we do not concur and invite conference.
Are there any questions? Seeing none, the motion is we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it. All right, where were we? We've already had 114, 115, 116. Senator Whaley.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item 116, call it up and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2503, Executive Director, Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks, set terms of office.
Senator Whaley.
Thank you, Mr. President. The motion is that we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur or invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. We've already done, I think 117. We'll go to item number 118, Medicaid. Senator Blackwell.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item 118, ask the title be read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2739, non-emergency medical transportation providers require permit and set certain standards related to such service.
The motion would be to not to concur and to invite conference.
Are there any questions? Seeing none, the motion is do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. The bill will go to conference. 119, Public Health. Senator Bryan wishes to pass and retain item 119, I'm assuming. 120, Election, Senator Tate. We will pass that item and retain its place on the calendar. We've done 121. We'll go to item 122. municipalities. Pass and retain that item. Go to 123, Agriculture, Senator Younger.
Yes, Mr. President. Please call up item 123 and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2007, honey, revised definition of for purposes of labeling requirements enforced by the Mississippi Department of Agriculture.
Senator Younger.
Motion to not concur and invite conference.
Any questions? Seeing no questions, motion is we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. That will go to conference. Item 124, Judd A. Pass and retain. 125, Finance.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item 125, Senate Bill 2063, and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2063, alcoholic beverages, revised definition of qualified resort area under the local option alcoholic beverage control law.
Senator Harkins.
My motion is we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur but invite conference. Any questions? All in favor of the motion say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. That bill will go to conference. We've done, let's see, that was 125, go to 126. Judd A will pass and retain. We've done 127, go to 128. Public property. Senator Turner, forward.
Thank you, Mr. President. I request the bill be called up. Title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2525, Mississippi Department of Archives and History property, authorized retention of buffer and access corridor on Champion Hill property.
Senator Turner, forward.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that we do not concur and invite conference.
Are there any questions? The motion, seeing none, the motion is we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. The bill will go to conference. 129, Education, Senator DeBar. Senator DeBar.
Thank you, Mr. President. Call up 129, have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2885, partnership between Energy High School Academy and Vicksburg, Warren, and Cleveland School Districts, extend repeal, date of repeal on.
Senator DeBar.
Thank you, Mr. President. This also has a reverse repealer in it, and so my motion is to not concur and invite conference.
Motion is do not concur but invite conference. Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor of the motion say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. That bill will go to conference. Item 130.
Mr. President, I'd like to go to item 130, Senate Bill number 3164, and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3164, taxation, cut grocery tax by 2%, phase out 4% income tax bracket, cut general fund portion of car tag fees, and give rebate.
Senator Harkins.
My motion is we do not concur and invite conference.
Are there any questions? Seeing no question, the motion is we do not concur. Do you, excuse me. Senator Harkins, before we have the final vote, do you yield to Senator Blunt for a question?
Sure.
Okay,
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Senator Harkins, for a question. This is the changes that the House has made to their tax cut bill, is that right?
Yes.
And I know there was a press conference yesterday, but I didn't get to go to it.
I didn't either.
Did they remove the sales tax increase that was in their bill previously?
I heard they did.
So it's my understanding that the House plan, as originally passed, was ultimately going to be a hit to the general fund of $1 billion. And now, since they have removed the tax increase, it's going to be $2 billion. Is that your understanding of what they're asking us to look at?
I have not had a chance to look at a fiscal note on it. I'm supposed to get a copy of that sometime today, so I'll take a look at it and see. But I don't know. I know they've eliminated the income tax, and I think they lowered some of the other exemptions and took out the tag, so they cut some of the expenses out of it.
But it's good. The hit is going to be much more substantial than what was originally proposed?
I don't know what the hit is right now because I haven't seen the fiscal numbers, but I do know that they took the income tax, or the sales tax increase out, and they took the tags out of the plan, and I think they eliminate the grocery tax over several years, starting at 7, doing a quarter point, but I haven't looked at the financial numbers. I just got a brief explanation of what they did, but if you have looked at it, I wouldn't disagree with you.
I have not. I'm just trying to figure it out, but I believe this measure needs further study, so I appreciate you sending it to conference.
Yes, we're going to conference.
Okay, thank you.
Senator Harkins moves that we do not concur but invite conference on Senate Bill 3164. All in favor say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. That bill will go to conference. Senator Tate, you wish to be recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that we suspend the rules for immediate consideration of item 120 on today's calendar.
Motion is that we suspend the rules, go back to item 120. Does anyone object to this procedure? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed no. The ayes have it. Go back to item 120.
I ask the title be read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2879, Mississippi Voting Modernization Act, enact.
My motion is that we do not concur but invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed no. The ayes have it. Now, we're on item 1. Thus, we go to, in conference, I don't know that we have any bills, but does anyone wish to bring up any bills that are in conference, general bills? So we'll pass items 131, 132, go to in conference general bills, item 133. Anyone, 133 is education, wish to pass and retain that on this calendar. None of the others have conferees that I've seen. On page 13, 14, well, I don't know that we have, let's see, all the way to item 1 through 149. We go to the general calendar, 150. And 150 is Wildlife and Fisheries. Senator Whaley, do you wish to bring up any confirmations? So we'll pass 150, 151. We go to confirmation number 152, Forestry. Don't see it. We'll pass and retain. Pass and retain. 153, pass and retain. 154, Forestry, pass. 55, pass. 56, pass. And 57, pass. Okay. Yeah. Does anyone in the chamber like to bring up some bill that maybe we passed over? Senator Horn.
Announcement.
For what purpose?
For an announcement, Mr. President.
Okay, can you hold on? Let's make sure that no one wants to bring up a bill. Senator Brown, was yours an announcement or do you wish to bring up a bill?
I have a motion to reconsider.
Motion to reconsider?
And I want to take up a bill. I enter a motion to reconsider on House Bill 531, which passed yesterday.
Please join the chairman.
I move to suspend the rules for the immediate consideration of item 60 on today's calendar. It is Senate Bill 2421 on the concurrence calendar, and I plan to invite conference.
Are there any, you want to come to the, yeah, thank you. We need to suspend the rules, go back to item 60, Senate Bill number 2421. All in favor of suspend the rules say, and going back to that item, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Senator Bryan.
Mr. President, the House amended this by including a reverse repealer. Therefore, I move we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is, are any questions? Seeing none, Motion is do not concur but invite conference on Senate Bill number 2421. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Now, anyone else wish to bring up a bill? We do have a couple more bills to be brought up. Senator Whaley.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to suspend the rules and go back to item number 150, call it up and have the title read.
150.
Senator Whaley moves that we suspend the rules, go back to item 150. Any objection? Seeing no objection, please read the title.
Senate nomination number 70, Gary Lee Rhodes, Flowood, Mississippi, Commissioner on Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks, 5-year term beginning September 20, 2021 and ending June 30, 2026, representing the 3rd Congressional District.
Senator Whaley.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate nomination number 70, Mr. Rhodes, would be to the Commission of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks. The Senate committee met. We reviewed the peer report, and we saw no evidence of anything that would hinder his ability to serve. A lot of discussion with Mr. Rhodes, and the Senate committee did vote to advise and consent in committee, and that's what the motion will be today on the floor. So I do move, we do advise and consent.
The motion is do advise and consent. Are there any questions? So use of the morning roll call. All in favor of Senate nomination number 70? Oh, I'm sorry. Does anyone object to this procedure? Does anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by use of morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Whaley.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to suspend the rules once again for number 151, Senate nomination number 71.
Please read the title.
Senate nomination number 71, Leonard Leon Vance, 2nd, Biloxi, Mississippi, Commission on Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks, remainder of a 5-year term effective September 20, 2021 and ending June 30th, 2023, representing the 5th Congressional District.
Senator Whaley asked that we suspend the rules and go back to anyone. All in favor say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. Now, Senator Whaley, if you would like to explain.
Thank you, Mr. President. This nomination, Mr. Leonard Bentz, he came before the committee. We reviewed the peer report. We saw no negative information on the peer report that would state otherwise, that would make him be unfit to serve. So with that, I'll take any questions.
I think we have a question from Senator Delano. I hope it's a friendly question.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. Question.
You yield to Senator Delano.
I do.
Senator Delano.
You know, I didn't get to see the peer report, but I was just curious, were there any, or what were the references that he used in that peer report?
Well, I did say that there was nothing on the peer report that came up negative, but you might have me rethinking that. There did happen to be 2 representatives on that peer report as references, so we might take that as bad information.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I think it should be noted that both of those representatives served as his chief of staff and other positions.
Well, that's what he told us, and I did have a senator that told him that was just digging the hole even further. So
I would tend to agree, but the gentleman is a good man, is a good constituent of mine, and I thank you for your due diligence on this. I'll certainly give him a little heck over it.
Thank you.
The motion is do advise and consent by use of the morning roll call. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by use of the morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Whaley, would you like to take up the next one? Senator Whaley? Oh, the next one is McCon. You're right. Yeah, he passed. All right. Now for announcements, I believe Senator Horn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, you know, it's been said that virtual reality is going to become a more and more important tool for us as we go through time. And we have the only virtual reality company in Mississippi. It's called Lobaki. They're in room 204. And let me tell you, if you've never had a demonstration of virtual reality with the goggles, you are really in for a treat. It's going to be used in medicine, it's going to be used in entertainment, in sports, and all sorts of educational and development purposes. So they're doing demonstrations of their virtual reality technology until 2 o'clock today in room 204, and I would invite each and every one of you to go by for a demonstration. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Horn. Senator Younger.
Thank you, Mr. President. Tonight at 6 o'clock, Ag and Forestry will have a supper in the breezeway down at the fairgrounds. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Polk. You have an announcement.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to remind the junior pages that pictures will be made in the morning at 9:30 here in the chamber with the Lieutenant Governor and your Senator, and that involves Senators Blackman, Branning, Michelle, and Simmons.
Senator Kaufman.
You go. Awesome.
Senator Kaufman.
Thank you, Mr. President. Tomorrow morning, business and financial institutions will meet at 9 a.m. in room 409. We have a few confirmations that we need to take care of.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Seymour for announcement.
Thank you, Mr. President. Veteran and Military Affairs will meet at 9:30 in the morning. We have a couple of nominations.
Thanks, Senator.
Room 409.
Thank you. Senator Delano.
Mr. President, I'd like to ask for an excused absence for my little leprechaun, Mr. Senator Joel Carter.
Please record that in the journal. Senator England.
Announcement, Mr. President. The Subcommittee for Judd A on criminal procedure will be meeting today for a nomination at 1:45. We'll meet in 407, 1:45. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Harkins.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Finance Committee will meet tomorrow. We have several nominations to take up, so we'll have a couple of meetings here over the next week or so.
Senator DeBar.
Thank you, Mr. President. As a reminder, education will meet at 1:30 today in room 216. We've got about 5 nominations.
Thank you, Senator. I believe that will do it. Any other announcements? Please read the announcements as far as meetings.
Education will meet today at 1:30 p.m. room 216. Judiciary Division A Subcommittee will meet in room 409 today, 1:30 p.m. Veterans and Military Affairs will meet in room 409 at 9:30 a.m. on Thursday. Insurance will meet in room 216, 9 a.m. on Thursday. Business and financial institutions will meet at 9 a.m. on Thursday in room 409.
We have one more announcement. I think Senator Michelle.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. Insurance Committee will not meet tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Senator Michelle. Seeing no further announcements, Senator Polk.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the Senate stand in recess until 5 p.m. today, at which time the journal will reflect that we are adjourned until 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Senator Polk moves we stand in recess until 5 p.m., at which time the Senate journal will reflect that we adjourn until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The Senate stands in recess.